So I'm at the 18th at Wentworth in the Foresight studio here, and I'm going to show you an example of a few skills you need to be armed with to play better golf, to help your approach play. This is a key area that golfers, certainly amateur golfers, really score badly on in any statistical based kind of analysis of different handicap genres games. This round 200 yard area is a place where pros do so much better than amateurs. Let's get stuck in. So before we take this challenge on at the beautiful Wentworth in the Foresight studio, I need more of you to do me a favour. I need more of you to ring the bell. Loads of subscribers, thanks for subscribing, but you're not ringing the bell. Turn those notifications on for me. YouTube likes it, appreciate it. Right, you want to hold more putts, you want to shoot lower scores, your approach play needs to improve. It needs to be better. I am 190 yards to the pin. And this hole, 18th at Wentworth, obviously we've got the new stream, not that new anymore, in front of the green, cutting it. Shorter carry on the right side, longer carry on the left side. And we've got a tucked pin right at the front. So I'm going to hit a series of shots with my 6-iron. Now bearing in mind I make my 6-iron pretty much a hybrid in the Launcher HDs here, turbos. So I'm trying everything I can to help me get descent angles and heights when loft comes off my clubs. And I don't think every one of these is going to go on the green by a long way because it's right on my limit. It's 190 yards to the pin, but it's 9 foot 7 inches uphill as well. So it's playing longer than 190. I'm going to hit a series of hard sixes and then a series of softer hybrids in there, 22-degree hybrid. I'm going to show you the difference and what you can learn from these kind of tests. Now that will do okay because it's on the side where the stream isn't, but you can see that would not have carried to the green. But I can putt from there. So you'll see with hard sixes, I'm gonna get really jumpy on this left foot. Get up! Oh no. And as you can see from that shot, it is right on my limit. Might need to go a little. Go on. Oh yeah, look at that. It's literally got to rip it. That needs to go. Bit out the bottom. Oh, we've hit one in the water. Dreams crushed. Again, it's the bail outside, that one. Probably would have just made it. It's done well now. So you can see with this shot, for me, I cannot go left of that pin by any number. It's at the pin or right, or I am not making it with the way the water cuts up the green. So that won't make it. Or it might, no it won't. Get up! Oh, that on line is like the perfect shot. But this is a combination of having to hit the perfect shot with the perfect line. High risk strategy. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Just feet left off the green. Going to do 10 with each, so 2 more with a 6, and then we'll hit the 22. Show you the data. That's, please fly. Please fly a little longer. Oh. Yeah, put more speed, but weak flight. It's going to get away with it. Let's compare to the hybrid then. So this is a 22-degree hybrid, one of my favourite clubs. Now when we look at the data, just to confuse you, I've got top left here, I've put the clubs the wrong way around, so the hybrid is actually the 6-iron, and now the iron is going to be the hybrid. Lots of cameras on, lots of screen records. I haven't got Matt, he normally deals with this. Always get that wrong. So this is just a nice one of these. I'm going to actually try and hit more the left to right shape because I'm almost feeling like I'm taking off this club. You can see a different foot movement. I've towed that one so it's not faded, but that should make it even on that line. Oh yeah. So there's the security that the hybrid can give me on this instance. I hit what I would class as better shots with the 6-iron that are, well, one in the water. There's a nice little cutty one. That's like the ultimate safe shot and a decent shot. You can see it now landing much higher up the green, isn't it? Yeah, and that's the shot. Little cut, pin high, and then rolling on. It's going to be a left to right putt. It's going to be a more awkward putt, but it's safe. Just overturned, or didn't start it far enough left. It did get away with, oh, got really away with that. Again, that's a nice shot. And it now feels so much more like the water just isn't there. Apart from a toe left I'm worried about, I just feel like everything, anywhere across this face within reason, it's going to get across. Oh, I have to finish on a bit of a toey pull. Let's start up left. That's going in the water. So one in the water each, actually. That was just a bad shape shot. So let's take a look at the data here. So just to make it nice and confusing for you, the iron, which is the blue, is the hybrid, and the 22 is actually the 6-iron. So let's just all flip them around in our heads. Look at the dispersion up here, top right. Look at the dispersion from the blue to the purple. Purple definitely tighter. That's why I feel like I can stick the iron, where the hybrid I feel like I am going to be 20 foot or so further on. The iron spinning considerably more than the hybrid, launching 2 degrees higher than the hybrid, and you can see the ball speed getting close, because obviously you've got to remember I'm trying to hit both of these the same distance. The problem I've got is I can't get the 22, which is my 6-iron, ball speed up to that, which we'll come to in a second. And then you see the average carries 189, which is always getting over the water, bearing in mind the pin was at 190, a little bit of elevation. 178 average is just going to be pushing it, as we saw, isn't it? So the iron, which is the hybrid here, peaking height at 35, where if we look at the peak heights here of the 22, which is actually the 6-iron, remember, is 38. That extra height, and then in turn descent angle of 48 compared to 44 descent angle with the hybrid, is what I want to capitalize on. Now, out of these two clubs, you put me under pressure. I'm hitting the hybrid all day long, taking that water out. If I needed to make an eagle, well, again, you could argue both of them have a chance. So I'm not saying one is better than the other here. What I am saying is understanding peak heights and understanding descent angles from club to club gives you massive weapons into knowing what club might suit you best on an approach, in a situation. Now let's take your golf as it stands at the minute. Let's pretend, in this last batch of shots, I'm just going to call it a wedge to let's just keep the confusion going, shall we? So let's pretend that I can now hit this 6-iron 10 yards further. Now don't get confused with using power bats over blades and all those kind of ideas. Because when I talk about this, some people say, why don't you just use stronger, long, lofted clubs and then your 7-iron will go further. No, that's not how it works. As in, yes, it would go further, but whatever loft I deliver with this club, so let's just take this club, whatever loft I deliver, if I could deliver a similar loft, but hit the ball 10 yards further, I'm gonna get a similar dispersion to what I just got in the first batch, but I'm now using that land angle and just taking that water out of play, and I now feel like I can stick it to that pin a little bit more. So when I talk about strokes gained, people get a little bit lost in the idea of just bombing drivers. Yes, bombing drivers is a great skill. Bombing drivers allows you to have less in, but hitting longer shots with all clubs, so working out a way of being some kind of skill and consistency with a hard 6-iron over your hybrid or 5-iron jump up will have huge effects over the year on your proximity to the hole, which then will have huge effects on how often you chip and putt and how often you hole putts and how many less free putts you might even have. So I'm now 180 to the pin, and it's a little bit more elevated, but it's going to play pretty much the same. And I'm going to hit a few now with my 6-iron, which is obviously on here called a wedge. So you could say I've either hit my drive 10 yards further, Or I've just magically been able to hit my iron, same loft, not gone to a different club, now 7 to 10 yards further. Now that's going left of the pin. That wouldn't make it normally. We've now made it. We've got the descent angle of this club. That shot with my hybrid was definitely going to roll through more to the back of the green. It's giving me extra weapons. Now, I know it's hard just to hit it. I'm saying just hit it 10 yards further. I think lots of amateurs have a great opportunity to hit it further if they work with the right coaches and actually start using things like the ground bread or those kind of ideas, which I can do more videos on. What I'm actually saying is you all will have a tolerance in clubs. So you will have a swing right now, one that incorporates all your swing faults, all your kind of weird movements that you're trying to fix. You could stop fixing them tomorrow. You get better at understanding this, collect some data on how good or bad you are when you're absolutely smashing a 7-iron or 6-iron compared to just hitting it accurately, and then choosing to use that option when the situation might ask you to. Pretty average to okay shot, 178 carry. That would have been in the water before. Landing, stopping, finishing. Look at it catching the slope. Relatively nice birdie to eagle opportunities going on there. One player, and I carbon copy myself, says 2 of me. Just think of that, 2 of me. One that can hit the iron 10 yards further, one that's hitting it the same now. You just play this hole over and over again from this exact spot. I want to be the one in it 10 yards further. So should I be working on every wrist angle and what have you? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of calls will do that. But should you be working on understanding how you hit it 5 yards further already? That's in you, it's there. You're just choosing not to use it. Yes, absolutely. And find out your patterns with it, because those patterns will fit some holes. Where if we whack this back to 190, I know until I've thrown my medicine ball more, until I've done more press-ups and more jumps, this is a big ask. One that I know I can try and do. It's an option, but it's a huge ask for me. And that's a bailout. The only reason that is going to get on the green is because I've missed it right. Not particularly because I've hit a good shot. Understand your patterns, hitting it hard and soft. You've all got more distance in you than you deliver, because lots of people are going very, very safe. Great times and places to go safe. Other times you should be just going for it. Down there, hit that comment section up. Let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching, and let me know if this is something you did already or don't. If you get access to go on machines like Quad, using them in this way is probably better than having like your driver fit, to be honest.